What's up, guys? This is Cobus. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the flip is that, Cobus? What is that thing on his face? That unbelievably manly, masculine, unbelievable beard that he's sporting. But this is what I look like after about 2 months of post-production. I've been working really hard on my band's box set, which is 2 CDs and 3 DVDs. That's been taking up most of my time, and I want to give you guys a free lesson just to say thank you, because you guys have been so supportive of this kind of new direction that I've been taking in terms of making original music and playing with a band and creating original content, which is what I've always wanted to do, and you guys have been incredibly supportive of that, which I really appreciate. And so I want to give you guys a free lesson from the box set itself. There's actually 5 of these lessons on one of the DVDs, and it's about some of my favorite fills and grooves and beats from the music that we wrote. So this is actually about drumming that I wrote from scratch, which is really exciting. And this fill that this lesson is about is actually about one of the fills I've been using in quite a few covers as well. And I think it's right before the second chorus of this song called Set It Off. It's quite a heavy song. I think you guys will dig it. This is what it sounds like. In this world they're burning, so let's set it off. So that's Set It Off. That's what it sounds like. And I'm going to explain that full in the lesson that's just after this. And so I really hope you guys enjoy this, and that you can kind of learn the full and use it in your own drumming. And like I said, it's just to say thank you. I really appreciate the support so much. It's been amazing to me to see how you guys respond to that. I'm venturing more into kind of a original direction, producing original content, and it's what I've always been wanting to do, so it feels amazing. I'm definitely going to be doing covers very soon, but for the past few months, this is what I've been working on. And so I just really want to give you guys this lesson to say thank you. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you can use this. It would be great to see you guys learn the full and kind of use it in your own drumming. But yeah, just to say thank you, here's the lesson, and I hope you guys enjoy it. While we were writing the songs, usually at the end of a long writing session, if we felt that we had something we were moderately done with, if the song was I'd say 80 or 90% demoed and finished, we would do a live take with the entire band in the room along to click, just record a version so we have something for reference, just in case we might forget something. And so when we did one of those live performances, I was just messing around, just having fun. I wasn't concentrating too much on playing the parts exactly how I wrote them a few minutes prior to that. So going into the second chorus, I just played this fill. And it's one of those fills that I've played many times before. It incorporates one of the patterns that I'm mildly obsessive about, which is the herta. And so I was just kind of winging it and improvising, and this just popped out. And afterwards, BJ said, "That's so cool. What you did before the second chorus was so cool. We have to keep that." And I couldn't even remember what I played, and so Steve played back the recording, and I was like, yeah, that actually does sound like it fits. And so we just stuck with it, and we just committed to it. And I love this fill now. It's one of my favorites to play. I'll explain it in 3 parts, just like I like to do. It feels like that makes it a little bit easier. You can grasp one part at a time. And so just keeping in mind, the BPM of the song is 104. So, so if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the majority of what I'm playing is in 16th notes again. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. A majority of what I'm playing is that. There's a herta in there, which means I double up into 30-second notes for just 2 notes. So I go boom. But other than those 2 30-second notes, everything else is 16th notes. So whenever I'm playing, just kind of keep that pulse with me so you can feel the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the as I'm explaining it, because that does make it a lot simpler. So part 1, I start on the crash. So the part 1 is kick and the right hand on the crash at the same time, left hand on the snare, right hand on the snare, kick, right hand on the snare, hats. And I know when I say it, like when I word the sticking like that, it doesn't immediately click in your head. But you know what? It definitely will click if I just loop part 1 for you a few times. So let's loop it a little bit slower, so you can kind of grasp it a little bit easier. I think it'll make things a little bit clearer. So instead of going at the normal tempo, which is da, da, ga, let's go there. So just kind of keep this pulse with me, and I'm going to play part 1, and then I'll loop it a few times. So that's part 1 of the 3 parts that make up this little fill. And I do switch up the pattern with my hands, and I've been fond of doing that ever since I saw Aaron Spears do this quite a lot, especially within his triplet-based beast amazingness that he unleashes on the kit. Like, he switches hands like a monster. And this is kind of my approach to that. I felt like it made things a little bit easier for myself. In the context of this fill. So part 2 starts with 2 16th notes on the right hand, loud note left hand, ta, and then 2 32nd notes on whichever rack tom you have. So I'm just going to use the 8-inch for this because it's the highest one that I have. And then just 2 16th notes again on the snare. Ta, ta. Usually when I listen to lessons that explain things note for note, then I don't snap it when somebody explains the note values. I snap it when somebody plays it and I hear what it sounds like. So I'll start slow and then I'll speed it up into the tempo of the song so you can hear what this sounds like practically on the kit. And I'll just loop it a few times so you can kind of get the grasp of it. And then if we put part 1 and part 2 together at a slow tempo, then you get this. A little bit faster. And then part 3 is by far the simplest, because after I finish the herta, I just play 4 more 16th notes. First one with the right hand on the snare, second one with the left hand on any rack tom that you have. I'm going to use my 10-inch. And then just 2 more 16th notes on the floor tom. That's it. So the third part is by far the simplest, 4 16th notes. I'm not even going to loop that. That's how basic it is. So putting all 3 parts together, at a slow tempo, this is what it sounds like. And I think if you break it up into 3 parts, start with the first one, just learn it note by note slowly until you've got it under control, then work on the right, left, herta. For me, that's probably the trickiest part of this pattern, is getting that herta nice and clean, especially at the song's original tempo. And then just rolling down on the toms and crashing out. But I think it's really effective. I really enjoy it. I love hertas, especially hertas between the toms and the snare, because they always kind of pop out of the mix for me, which I really enjoy. And so this is also definitely, I'd say this is, oh gosh, I'm saying this about every song, but one of my favorite fills. This isn't a groove, so I get to say this one more time. This is one of my favorite fills on the album for sure. I really enjoy playing it, and it's cool that this kind of came from a fun little improvisation that I did in the middle of a performance, and BJ told me he liked it, and we listened to it again, and I applied it, and now it's in the song. So that was one of the 5 lessons from the DVD box set. I really hope you guys enjoy it. This box set will be launched the 30th of August, the 30th of this month. I'm unbelievably excited about it. This is the most creative project of my life thus far, writing with a band and recording with a band, and it's been amazing. And I will definitely, just to let you guys know, to help you be rested assured. Is that right? What's the word? To help you to set your mind at ease. Just to set your mind at ease, I will be doing covers again very soon. Actually, hopefully very soon. Hopefully I'm not going to say a time, but I'm going to see how soon I can do some covers again. I actually have a track list already, and I have quite a few ideas of how I want to do things differently this time around. You guys know me, I always like to change it up and outdo my previous series, so I really want to see if I can't do that. I have some ideas, but yeah, just thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Over the past few months especially, as I've kind of veered away from covers a little bit and did original material. You guys are unbelievably supportive, and I appreciate it tons. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys soon.